Friends, let us start with this question. Question number 1 was this, which we have seen in previous video. Now this question is from RCU question paper 2018. From following information of Prakash Company, Belagavi, for the month January 2018, compute input tax credit and amount of GST payable. This information is given. Purchases they have given. Purchase of raw material A from supplier in Bengaluru, rupees 4 lakh at 5% GST. And purchase of raw material B from a supplier in Pune, rupees 20 lakh at 12% GST. Sales they have given. Sales of rupees 12 lakh within the state, 18% GST, and sales of 12 lakh rupees within the state at 12% GST. This question is given, and this question was asked for 15 marks. Okay, let me write it here. 15 marks question. Now, because this question is given in different stages, like they have given purchases differently and sales differently, and if you closely look at the question, there is a place of business in Belagavi, and there is a transaction, interstate transaction and intrastate transactions have been given. See, this Bengaluru, Belagavi and Bengaluru both are in Karnataka, that is intrastate transaction, and Belagavi to Pune, right? I'm sorry, purchases, these are the purchases, right? Pune to Belagavi is the inward supply, and that carries IGST, that is interstate transaction. But if you look at the sales, both are within the states, right? So this question carries 3 steps, and that is why it is given for 15 marks. Let us start solving this question, right? Let us start with the solution. I will write here solution. First, we will have to calculate the total outward supply and then inward supply, and then we will calculate GST payable. If you look at this formula, GST payable will be the output tax liability minus input tax liability, right? So let us start with the output tax liability first. Calculation of transaction value, which is your outward supply. Okay, so let us start with this. Outward supply means we are speaking about sales, and sales have been given within the states. Both are within the states, 18%, 12%. See friends, these are the slabs of GST. 18% is the slab of GST, 12% is the slab of GST. There is no such classification saying that 18% GST is different and 12% GST is different. No, we are only classifying if it is interstate or intrastate. I will write here, note, only check if it is interstate or intrastate transaction. Okay, do not look at this rate of GST. These are the slabs. However, we will calculate, and all that will go into one box. You will see this in this question. Within the state, right? Within the state means CGST plus SGST is applicable within the state, and therefore let me start here. Sales rupees how much? 12 lakh into how much? 18%. Let us calculate these two separately. 12 lakh into 18%, I will write it here, equal to 12 lakh into 18 divided by 100, 2,16,000. Similarly, sales rupees 12 lakh. This is for how much? 12%, right? 12 lakh into 12%. Let us start calculating. It is 12 lakh into 12 divided by 100. Sorry, it is not fitting it here. I did some mistake. I will do it again. 12 lakh into 12 divided by 100. Now it is right. 1,44,000. How much is the total outward supply? Equal to this plus this. It is 2,88,000. This is what we have got, total outward supply. Let me bold this so that we can use this figure later. Look at this question. It is within the state. This is within the state 18%. 12% is also within the state. So I will write here CGST plus SGST. SGST is applicable. Here also the same thing is applicable. And therefore the total will also be the same, right? CGST plus SGST. This is only for your reference. Do not write this into examination. Only for your reference I am writing this. Okay. This is the step 1. We have calculated outward supply. Now we will calculate inward supply. Calculation of input tax credit, ITC. And this is what? Inward supply. Inward supply. Hope this is clear. Now let us look at these purchases. The company is in Belgavi. It is in Karnataka. Bengaluru is also in Karnataka. So A is interstate or intrastate? It is intrastate transaction, right? So let me write here purchases rupees 4 lakh into 5% GST, right? They have given 5% in the question. 5%. Let me calculate how much is it. 4 lakh into 5 divided by 100. It is 20,000. Next, purchases rupees 20 lakh. Okay. Into 12%. This is 12% GST. 12% equal to 20 lakh into 12 divided by 100. And we know this 12% is received from Pune, and therefore it is intrastate transaction, right? It is interstate transaction. And what is applicable? IGST is applicable. How about this? CGST plus SGST is applicable. Hope this is clear. I will write here total ITC, or let me also write total inward supply. Total inward supply is how much? 2,40,000 plus 20,000. It is 2,60,000. Okay, let me bold this. Now let us start with the third step. And third step is, see, we have got inward supply, we have got outward supply. Outward minus inward, outward minus ITC is equal to total GST payable. Look at this formula. GST payable equal to outward tax liability minus input tax liability. This is how we had calculated in previous question. Let me just copy this format, okay, so that I can save some time. Now let us start with the outward supply. Outward supply, or let me write outward liability. Total outward liability is how much? CGST is how much total outward liability? 2,88,000. SGST, see, this is both. 2,88,000 means this is both. I will have to divide it by 2, right? So what will I have to do is that 2,88,000 divided by 2, 1,44,000 I will get, 1,44,000. And how about this? Same, because SGST, CGST plus SGST both are equally distributed over here, 2,88,000, right? So it will be 1,44,000. How about IGST? We are not speaking about IGST now, because see, uh, only in outward supply, CGST plus SGST is applicable, and therefore no IGST is applicable. I am not writing anything, putting a dash over there, or I will also write nil over there, all in capital letters, 0, right? So next step is less ITC of whom? ITC of IGST. We'll write it properly, ITC, or shall I write it completely? Input tax credit and then IGST in bracket. This is better, right? Why IGST am I writing first? Because according to rule, in previous video you have seen, we have a manner of utilization of ITC, and that says first we have to finish IGST credit if we have something, right? So look at this question, ITC, IGST credit, do we have something? Yes, 2,40,000 IGST credit we have, right? Instead of writing 2,40,000 over here, what I do is that 2,40,000 will be used for these two purposes, right? Now there is a case study. What is it? We'll have to first check if CGST credit is available more, then we will use maximum IGST for SGST. If SGST credit is available more, then we will use IGST credit for CGST payment. But since everything is equally distributed over here, what we will do is that 2,40,000 will be distributed equally between IGST, CGST and SGST, right? So what is half of 2,40,000? I will calculate here. 2,40,000 divided by 2 is how much? It is 1,20,000, right? I'll delete this, not needed. It is 1,20,000. Here 1,20,000, right? IGST credit is not available now. Next, less, I will write here directly CGST. Now look at the CGST credit. How much CGST credit I have? 20,000. 20,000 is for CGST. 20,000 CGST plus SGST. It means 10,000 for CGST, 10,000 for SGST. So what will I do is that I will not write 10,000 directly here. Okay, that is wrong. I will check how much is still required. See, out of 144, 120 is already given. That is IGST credit I have given. I will calculate here, somewhere here for your understanding. We have 1,44,000 outward liability, right? Input credit, how much we have given? 1,20,000, right? Minus 1,20,000. How much? 24,000 is still we have to give, right? 24,000 we cannot give it directly. What we will do is that 10,000 out of this 10,000 we will give as CGST, right? We cannot do anything with see, a CGST credit, how much we had? 20,000, right? Sorry, CGST credit, how much we had? 10,000. 10,000 I have written here, and I cannot do anything with the SGST. I will put a dash over there, and IGST I cannot do anything. Now here, less input tax credit of what? SGST. Here also I cannot do anything. Next is 10,000. I cannot do anything with IGST, right? I will delete this, not required. Now total GST payable through eCash, I will write here through eCash ledger. How much? 1,44,000 minus 1,30,000, it is 14,000, right? Here is also 14,000, and IGST 0 because we have used all its credit here, right? So that's all about your question. Balance of credits available is 0, 0, 0, right? I will bold this, or I will give the border to this, and this ends your question. Please write notes for this question, right? First we are using IGST credit, then we are using for CGST credit, then we are using for SGST credit. Hope this question is clear for your understanding. Do this, right? So please copy this question properly. Okay, that's it. Pause the video, copy this question, understand it, and this is a 15 marks question, as we have seen 15 marks question. If you have any doubts and clarifications, you can please comment below. See you in next video. Thank you.